Soccer
All
is
right, so
life, yeah.
we're gonna go to the next segment, which is my wanderlust, and this is really, I think, where we're gonna get into like how travel has affected you personally, which you kind of touched upon a little bit, and professionally, and really kind of just hear your anecdotes in terms of travel, right? And really kind of get a little bit more in depth into your life of travel. So we're just gonna start off with a question here on to get that going. Is typically, how do you choose your travel destinations when you're like for personal? Like, how would you choose a travel destination?
First, the weather, because since I usually work a lot during summer, then I try to get away from the hot weather. I know everyone dreams with going to the beach. For me, it's more like I want mountains. I want go to different like places that are cold. So the weather is one of those things, and definitely, I think number one, I think it would be the food. I'm like, I don't have to care if I have these rolls anymore because I'm not on air. I'm on vacation, So the food is one of those things. Yeah.
Yeah, food is, I think
that's what drives us.
Yeah. Like that's the first question that we see, right? I think we see first we get inspired that we see things on Instagram, like, oh my god, que lindo, and then when we go, like, wait, how's the food there? Like, because if the food is that good, I don't think I want to go.
Exactly,
but it's funny because, like, I think also too, like, whenever we look at travel, and everyone's like, but you live in Miami, we never pick places with beaches. Like, that is never what drives us. What drives us are the mountains.
Yes.
And just, vineyards and things like that. The complete opposite, because I feel like we open our eyes and like everybody has a pool. The beach is 20 minutes away from our house, and we do everything in our power to do the opposite.
Yeah. I think for the most part, I mean, now we're gonna go to La Terrenas in Dominican Republic with close friends, but that's like honestly, I think we're more of like the old world and
museums,
and
monuments.
Monument, like we love that. And then Acaro, I swear the food is like, I have to eat well.
Like
well, Shannon's theory is what? Tell her about the 360.
So I have a thing called 360 that I always talk about. Like, a country has to have amazing people, because for me, like, you want to feel warm and feel good when you're there. Food. And then it has to be, the environment and the location. So for me, it's like, there's certain countries that, I love, the country, but I could do without the people, or I could do without the food, But it's like a 360 environment, it's that feeling that you get. And there's a few countries that it doesn't matter how many times I've gone, I always get that same feeling.
Really? Like which ones?
Well, Italy.
Italy is number one.
Because Italy to me is like the Latino of like, I say the Cubans. Yes, I think Italians are like the Cubans of Europe. They're like loud and they're in warm,
that way,
And in that way, and then I love their food. They have amazing history. So I just think for us it encompasses that. I love Switzerland.
I was just about to say Switzerland just moved up there. I was not expecting that at all.
I wasn't expecting the food part of it, because I know the people and the geography is gorgeous, but the food there surprised me. Surprised me.
Look at this book I have. It's Switzerland. It's one of like sorry, promotion for the book, but this is something we do. We found out a bit about these books, and they tell you like from the must go places, because every tourist go to the little holes in the wall, and like what you need to go. And Switzerland is one of my favorite places on earth. I was that would be in my top 3 of I could live there. I love Switzerland.
Yeah, if it wasn't so damn expensive, I could live.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Expensive.
Yes, it is expensive.
Laughing we were dying for like just water. We sat down at a restaurant, and there's where you look outside, there's mountains, like waterfall, it comes stream, all these little streams. And we sat down, and my friend's like, how come the beer is like $3 and the bottle of water is 10? Like, why is it cheaper to have beer?
Yes.
I didn't understand that. I didn't understand.
Like wine in Italy. I remember then we went to Italy for our honeymoon, and when we go on vacation, we're not one of those people who choose 5 places in 10 days. I'm like, how can you go to a place and really enjoy it if you're going to be there for just 1 night or 2 nights? It's like, I don't know how they do it. I don't know if you guys do that. I'm like, I want to really feel that I'm in somewhere, And we went to Italy for like, I don't know if it was 10 or 15 days. I don't remember. But I wanted a soda, and it was cheaper to get a bottle of wine in this place. And I'm like, that's why they're so happy all the time. My gosh, wine is cheaper than sodas.
Well, we have an apartment in Italy, and then when we used to go there to stay, we went to the grocery store, and it was insane. I was like, oh my God, the groceries are so expensive. I'm thinking United States. So for 6 people, for a whole week, I bought groceries,
bottles of wine,
including bottles of wine. It came out to €75 for a week, feeding 6 people with bottles of wine. So the wine there, and they had like locks on the wine.
I go, why are there locks on their wine? I'm like, it must be really expensive. It was €10. I was cracking up laughing. I was like,
it was insane.
Man,
but you know what? I'm
jealous.
I'm curious though. I'm curious. What you said the top 3? You said Switzerland in your top 3. What are the other 2?
Oh, I would say Italy. It's one of my top 3 places where I would definitely live. Not necessarily on the big cities. I would go to those like Tuscany, for example. My first one, I would have to say Austria. It is the most beautiful place I've ever been. The food was just delicious. The people, they were so nice. It had everything. It had the mountain and the lakes, and it was just and clean, safe. It was, how you have your 360. I was like, I was in cloud 9 when I was there. It was just so beautiful. Austria would be my first one. Oh,
it was beautiful.
Yeah,
jealous.
Austria was phenomenal.
Yes.
We were in Vienna. I was like, I think Vienna's prettier than Paris. I was like, this place is stunning. Every time we turned the corner, there was another more beautiful building. I was like, this place is amazing.
With Paris, it's just that Paris is magic. You can't explain it. It's just you're there and you're like, what is it about this place that it's just so magical? I don't know how to explain Paris because I love Paris.
I like Paris. I mean, I named my daughter Paris. Like we named her Paris, but the Paris is beautiful. But I feel like it's the same thing that's happening with Rome, and it's happening with all these major cities. I just feel like
too
it's
crowded.
Beautiful, but it's become almost a caricature, of a city.
Yes.
Like for example, I fell in love in Austria, right? Because I saw the city that is, to me, is just. And let me tell you something. It was. I know what you mean. To envy Paris.
Yeah,
it had nothing to envy Paris, and it's not overwhelming, and it's not. So it's like I felt more in love. I feel that to me is more beautiful than Paris, because Paris has become that caricature of beauty.
Yes, like a lot of cliches and I know exactly what you mean.
Its luster.
It's just that I had the opportunity to be in Paris for work for a month and a half.
The Olympics?
In 2019. No. In 2019 for the Women's World Cup. So, since it was the Women's World Cup, it wasn't as crowded as on a like the Men's World Cup, So, I got to experience the good, the bad, and the ugly. Everything about Paris. Like the first thing I say about people who want to go to Paris is like, okay, are you going on a family vacation with kids? How old are how old are the kids? Like if you are in a stroller, you're screwed because that is not kid friendly. Paris, I think it's not kid friendly. It's just, I don't know how people do with wheelchairs. Like that's something I think it's one on my cons or ugly list, you know. But I got to experience how people go on with their days and the food. I never ate bad, even if it's something the cheapest to the most expensive. It was just amazing. And to me, Parisians are so nice. I don't know. I know they have bad reputation.
Man,
but to me, they were just I don't know, and they're very flirty. By the way, I felt like for a moment, I'm like, am I backing Latin America? Because mademoiselle, comment ça va? Like that. I'm like, man, this guys. But
wait, you think French are more flirty than Italians?
No. But I don't know. I think since we go on nationalities, Argentinians, my goodness, they get
really?
like this. Hi, they've practically like, hey, boundaries, space, personal space.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Wow.
No, I would put Argentinians in first place.
Well, Argentinians think they're Italians. So,
there you go.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, what in terms of for Wonder Man, hold on. Yeah, there you go.
What type of traveler are you? Are you planner or spontaneous?
Oh, definitely a planner.
Yeah.
I don't mind. We love road trips. So I love road trips because I like to discover things, right? So if I see something pretty, I want to stop. That's what I like. We do train, taxis, bikes, everything when we go to a place. We want to try everything from the bus, the taxis, everything, the trains, everything. But I love road trips because I don't have to depend on a schedule. So if I see something nice and I read about it, I'm like, hey, let's take a turn. Let's go have lunch there. I don't mind that. Yeah, exactly. A little detour. But I'm more of a planner. But I'm one of those that enjoy the vacation since you start planning the vacation. Like since I'm like, oh, how's gonna be the weather? Okay, so what am I gonna pack? What I'm gonna do this and let's do here and there and make a list and yeah,
a planner. Then what do you think I am?
You're so I have to say I knew you because your personality, you were for sure a planner, and for you, I think you're a planner because he gets a little anxious.
Yeah.
I think you're up for like spontaneity, but it's like a planned spontaneity.
That's not spontaneity then.
No, like I think like once you're there and you're like, okay, yeah, this is good, and then I could throw a curveball, like you'll go with it. But he's not one to just be like, let's go here, and like I am. Like you'll tell me let's go somewhere, and I'll just go with it, and I'll book it the same day. Maybe I'm too spontaneous.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool because it's the balance. So I'm guessing one of you, as Franco in this case, he's the one that has that to-do list. And you have to get that to-do list done?
No, you see, no.
See, like that's what I'm saying.
No.
It's like he is like, so his thing is like he has to know where we're doing, where we're going. Like he's one of those, you know? So
but it's more of like I gotta like change my I gotta tune my psychology to know where I'm you know what I mean? So is it like I don't know, like a club with a bunch of people, this and that. So I know like my social anxiety, I have to like tone it down a little bit. And that's or if it's like or if it's like we're just gonna look at art, okay, fine. I'm more relaxed.
But
so
if you don't hit one of those places that you wanted to, you won't go crazy.
No, because the thing with me is that I absorb a lot, maybe too much. That's pero that I could be happy at one place the whole time, and I'll enjoy that one place constantly. You know what I mean? Like I don't have, if we don't get to that, that's fine. And unless there's something like I need to see in my heart, fine. But if not, that's fine. We could stay in one place all day in a different country, and I'm happy. You know, like
he will, whether it's hiking, whether it's traveling, he has to do like research. He'll look at videos. I think he needs to kind of get himself.
Well, the hiking is because I don't want to die.
No, but also too, like, you know, he puts himself in that mindset. Like,
yes.
You know, I'm not like that. I'm like, I'll wing it, like whatever. You know, but no. I'm not like that.
I'm more like Franco in that sense. I'm like, okay, I need to know where I'm going. So let's say very crowded places, I have to prepare. I'm like, okay, there's going to be a lot of people. Nice. There's going to be this, and it's going to be loud, and it's going to be the whole thing. It's in my head. But at the same time, I'm not. I can be like, just go with it. You know, I'm a follower. I can follow whatever you want to do. Okay, let's go. Like if you're happy, I'm going to be happy because we can all, you know, just have fun. But I ask you this because I remember when Italy was my very first trip with my husband. Yes. Well, no, New York, Miami, New York. I don't remember. But like Europe, the first time, it was with my husband, Italy, during our honeymoon. And I remember by day, I don't know, day 4 on our trip, I was sick of museums. I wanted to just go and, you know, do the, hey, let's get a espresso or a gelato and just chill, relax. And he was like, no, we still have to do this and this and this and this and that. And I started to get mad. And I'm like, I'm tired. Like, can we stop and just eat? No, because we still have to do this and this and this and this and that. So by the end of the day, I was so mad. I went to the hotel, beautiful hotel, one of the best hotels I've stayed in my whole life. And I was just like, in this beautiful hotel, this is our honeymoon. I got this book, literally, the Italy book. And I was so mad at him. I threw the book at him. And I'm like, you've touched this book more than me. And this is our honeymoon. And it was like vomito verbal, like just like blah. So that's why I asked, because you seem very much alike me and my husband in many ways.
No, I know I'm not like that. I mean, I wish I had a camera right now on her husband's. I can see his face.
He's rolling his eyes like.
I bet.
He says that it was too expensive to just be at one place. He wanted to like conquer everything.
Well, there's logic. There's logic behind that. I understand that logic. I understand that. No, but I could be like in a cafe sitting. I mean, that's happened to us. We go to a cafe and for breakfast, right, in Italy, and we're there. We're drinking our cappuccino. We stay there so long
that it turns into
like we look at the watch and we go,
Aperol Spritz.
Yeah, we're like, where are we going for lunch now? And then we go to lunch, and right from breakfast, we go to lunch. We stay there about 2 or 3 hours, and then we ask, "Oh, what are we gonna do for dinner?" And we went to dinner. So it was
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was phenomenal.
So like, I love to like rent cars and just go. Like we did over the last summer. I was like, let's just rent the car. We rented and we had a plan, but we ended up diverting. We ended up staying in Modena a lot longer than we were supposed to. And that was nice, you know. And then there was another town that I knew that was close by. And I was like, let's just make a right. And we went there, we hung out, we had lunch. And we do those things, you know. That's but nice. He needs
it's more psychological.
It's
more
that's nice. That's super cool.
Yeah.
And I have to say, before I get a book thrown at me, he's gotten more, you know, relaxed, and we've come to a compromise. Like, hey, you like to do this, I want to do this. So, and on this day, we're gonna do whatever you want. This day, we're gonna do whatever you want, and this day is whatever we both want. And and we do like that, because if not, we would kill each other. Yeah.
With books.
Yeah.
You would kill each other with books.
Because you travel for work. Sorry. My brain's thinking, because now you say that you have the kids. How, like, are they good travelers, and do you include them in your travel plans? Because that's something that I think is important. Like, do you include them?
Yes, and I try to take one big family trip. And then our local trips. Big family trips for me are like whenever you have to go on a plane to another country, right? Like inside the country, I call it like, okay, small trip, whatever. Because it's less planning, I think, whenever it's in the country. So we try to do one big trip with the kids and one with just us to get away from our kids. I'm a bad mom. Yeah. I want to have time off from my kids.
We do it all the time.
Yes, from time to time, and it's healthy for. I think it's
healthy.
Yeah, it's very good for our marriage and everything. But yeah, they are excellent travelers. But since that was one of my dreams when I was growing up, and everything I've learned for just going on a road trip somewhere close to where we live, I want my kids to do that. And my husband is on the same page, because he's a missionary kid. Like, his parents were missionaries for a long time. So he was born into going to different places and not always in the nicest places, because they were doing missions, and it was every time it was on a low budget. So we want them to experience both the nice and the not so nice, and they love it, and they do great in planes. I think if you do things right and you keep them entertained, or to me, it's not like they take a plane now like as if they were taking an Uber, and they do great on road trips too. But they did it like my youngest during that month and a half in France in 2019. He was 4 months old. So I had to take him on a work trip with me. So they were in Paris for a month and a half with me. The whole family, because I was like, I cannot go unless I have my family, because I was big on, I need to breastfeed my boys, the two. So, and they did great. They do great, and they love it. Like, they love it. And they do very good in restaurants too. Like, yesterday we went to this restaurant and we said, we cannot tell the kids we came here, because they're gonna be like, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they are great. They do great traveling.
That's good. That's important. I think you have to train them early, because